that's going to wind up incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That's what I'm talking. Here we go. Here we go.
Corey Littleton gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll get 15 there as he kept it himself, yet it will still lead to a fourth down. On is the rookie fourth-rounder Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
Let's go. Let's do it. What? 180. 54 miles. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On first down, gone. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
San Francisco coming back out on the field now. They're 10-2 after the defeat. The game-winning field goal that Baltimore had to take them down 20-17. Well, I'll just give you the mic because you were there. You called that game. What did you see from San Fran?
I saw a team that, going into it, we were talking about this being a Super Bowl preview. I walk away from it thinking, yes, it could easily be a Super Bowl preview. That's a very good team in San Francisco. Conditions were brutal out there. Driving rain, horrific wind. But they played so tough in that game, had their opportunities, and got beat by a field goal at the buzzer. I think this is a team offensively, defensively, even special team can compete with anyone. And I can't wait to see their race for the NFC West crown, because I believe Week 17, they're at Seattle. That could decide it all.
But right now, think of the stretch that they're kind of in the midst of. 5-game run against Seattle, Arizona, Green Bay, Baltimore, and then New Orleans. Man, that is not easy.
No, it's not easy at all, but how about this? Raheem Mostert. Did you know that name before the Baltimore game? Their running back went for nearly 150 yards. The first time he's ever over 100 yards in a game. They're doing it by committee at the running back position. A different hero each week.
Here we go. 180. Mike 51.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They run for it with Breida. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Oh, A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
He took you to school.
Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a second time for 6 points.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Todd Gurley and the Rams offense set to take over. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That'll be a gain of 16, and that'll make this a second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
20, 54. Let's go, D.
To throw again on second down. Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Goff on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes a 49er.